Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. And I was going to go through. I wanted to do a video, and I wasn't 100% sure on what I was going to do it on. And I was thinking about, what is it in the Pokemon TCG um, that that just don't feel super right. And the obvious answer for me, I think, was Charizard EX. And I know it's going to sound like a bit of a whinge fest, but it it's starting to look as if Charizard EX might just be a little bit too good. Um, why do I say that? Well, first, I was just looking. Justin Basil, which is worth following on Twitter, posted the weekly standard. What does he call it? Weekly standard format meta update. So this is the most successful decks. I think this is. I don't know if this is specifically for. I think this is covers live events, live majors, I should say, and online events. I think, but yeah, I mean you can see here we've got our Arctina and Lugia sneaking the bottom, the Ancient Moon, Roaring Moon, Gardevoir, Yagotina Visa, Shampoo, Charizard EX number one. But this is the two things, right? So number one, Charizard EX has moved into tier zero, all right, tier naught. Um, and then what that means is, well, I don't know. I wonder. Yeah, anyway, no. Yeah. So what that means really is that Charizard EX is that much better than the next good deck, which according to the data currently is Shenpao, that it actually skips a tier. So it's that the distance between it and the next thing is that much that it just completely skips out the tier. So there is no tier one deck. The next decks are all tier two, and then the bottom three are tier three. Funnily enough, that's a scary position to be in. You can just about see here 25.2%. I assume that's placements. 25.2%, over 24% of, I suppose, I don't know what that is. 24% of the side axis. I don't know what that means. Um, yeah, no. So yeah, so already we can see that Charizard EX is a very powerful deck. So we can probably go deeper as well. Charizard here, top decks for this format. Here it is. This is a vanilla list that you could use. There's probably not 60 cards there, but when there's only two Charmanders, that would be not the best. Here's some latest results. Now these are all from the same competition. This is all from Sao Paulo, and we can see here the wider picture. So here's Sao Paulo, 117 players there playing the Pidgerzard. Out of, I don't know how many that's out of. Perth, much smaller competition. Singapore Regionals, small competition. This is the one, quite funny enough, you can see here that all five of these are it. Is that five? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. All five of these. Why has that one not got a Pidgey? Oh, this is a Bibzard, okay. Four of these out of the five, Pidgeysard, yeah, it's Pidgeysard, isn't it? Yeah, Charizard with the Pidgeys. One without. What won that competition actually? Let's check. Where's Sao Paulo? Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. Oh no, that's Sao Paulo. Sorry, of course we're talking about Singapore. Oh, Lost Tina won. Okay, but yeah, of the top 16, 1, 2, 3, 4 Pidgeysards, one of the Charizards. So not too bad. I believe one of these. No, not that one. I'm sure there was. It might have just been that Philippine one. No, 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 no. It was the same weekend as UIC. Oh, okay, it was the Philippine. Yeah, just trying to find. There was just a lot of Charizard. Just a hell of a lot of Charizard. So yeah, here we are. I mean, for God's sake, $351,000, 3,973 points earned, 30 regional top eights, including five wins now. Oh my god! International top eights, two, including one. Yeah. So Charizard is just doing a hell of a lot at the moment. Jesus, look at this for UIC. So many Charizards. Um, I was looking for the pie chart for all the stuff, but I don't know where you find that anymore. You used to be able to find that on PokeStats Live, but this is all the info I could find. So I wanted to see the Sao Paulo breakdown. But there's no. Where's the pie chart gone, guys? Pokedata live standings. Does that still work? Huh? Do you see decks? Nope. Anyway, as you can see, there's a lot of different resources for the Pokemon trading card game. But I looked here, meta-analysis on Trainer Hill. This is, I believe this is Sao Paulo here. So what I did was I set the tournament filter to just before the weekend of Sao Paulo, majors only. So that should only really give me Sao Paulo. Yeah, I mean, it's just, where is he, Charizard? How's it got so many reds? Oh, is everything else red against it, maybe? I don't know, it's whatever. But the point is that Charizard is kind of getting to that point where it's just a little bit too powerful, I think, for my liking. It's just a bit too good. It's like it really is dominating the format in such a powerful way. It's like, oh, I'm thinking of this deck. How does it beat Charizard? Oh, it would struggle against Charizard. Oh, well, then it's probably not worth playing it. You know, that is it. And going into EYC, it felt like the format was quite wide. There were so many different various options, but ultimately you should have probably just played Pidgeysard. So with that in mind, there's a lot riding on these new cards coming out. So I thought I'd take a look at a little look. So where do I start here? Back to school products, Snoop, Giratina, Mask of Change. So is our set Mask of Change? No. Oh yeah. Yeah. So this is the ETB from the new set that we're gonna get with a Ogerpon. It's alright, we'll find it, we'll find it. More Twilight Masquerade English cards revealed. Oh, okay, hold on, so Mask of Change, Twilight Masquerade. Okay, so Twilight Masquerade, I'm assuming is going to be made up of Mass of Change and another set. Okay, I've seen quite a few of these cards before. They're all in English as well. I don't know how new. Well, okay, we'll look at these to start with. So we've got sort of a Blissey EX here. So this is going to be coming, I believe, in the next set. Once during your turn, you may move basic energy from one of your Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. That seems quite good, actually. 4 energy retreats, you can baton. You may draw cards until you have 6 in your hand, although how often you can attack with that doesn't seem terrible, but I don't know where it goes yet. It'll be interesting to see what the cooking's like for that. The Tatsugiri, we'll look at the other one. Leafeon. Yeah, it's terrible. Excuse me, Diplin. If festival grounds. Ah, okay, yeah. So this is all the new festival mons, isn't it? These did come to surface actually when I was at EYC, so that's not new at all. But that's how far back I am with doing stuff like this. Plus EX, Mask of Change. Oh, they're all in Mask of Change. Can I just look at Mask of Change then? I think I can just look at. Has this got everything? Mask of Change? I think it might do. Cool. Never mind. We'll just look at this then for Mask of Change, which is perfect, right? Sunkern. I do like Sunkern, but I'm not going to do the rant again. I did the rant for the 151 Rattata with having 30 HP, but he's still got he's still got 40, man. Come on. Sunflora's not. I mean, Sunflora was more of a 70 HP Pokemon when I knew it. Has Sunflora ever had an actual good card? Sunflora. Oh, the Silver Tempest one's quite cool. He's gotten himself up to 90 HP. I remember that one. That's a cool Sunflora. That's a beauty. But I mainly remember this one, actually. I like this one, Green Blast. Anyway, so there has... Are they any good? I don't think there's ever been a really good Sunflora. That's a shame. That's a shame. I like Sunflora. Anyway, what does it do? 60 damage. This attack does 60 damage for each fire energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. Okay, that is awful. That is awful. It feels like they're sort of like almost like pretending to try and create a counter for Charizard, but just making it so bad that it's not. Okay, cool. More for the bulk bin. Heracross, does Heracross Ferrocross much better cross? Flip a coin. Paralyze. No, it does not. Across. Okay, Volbeat and Illumise. Fast sign. If you go first, you can use this attack during your turn. Search your deck. Put 2 base Pokemon put onto your bench. Pretty cool. Is this gonna be like a GLC combo? Slowing Perfume. You can use this attack only if you go second. Not good. And only during your first. Yeah, nope. Okay. Shuffle one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, all cards attached. That's that's a bit of a troll, actually. That could be quite good. Coming in if your opponent's got some kind of deck that requires evolving, and you just want to nah, throw them back in the deck, mate. You know that's probably just annoying though. I don't think it can go. It's going to be particularly powerful. Phantump, nope. Giga Drain, nope. Might be cool for, probably not even cool for GLC. Got another Grookey, another Thwacky, Smash Kick. Ah, yeah. So the Thwacky's going to be quite an important card, I think, from this set. So there are a few Pokemon with abilities that interact with the festival. Oh no, so this interacts with. Okay, yeah. So it interacts with the festival lead ability, and that ability interacts with the stadium. So we're going to get through all that, but essentially there's some potential new gross combos on the way. You may use this ability if festival lead is in play. A Pokemon with a festival lead ability, sorry. Search your deck for a card and put it into your hand. Cool. So yeah, you just get quick search essentially on a stage 1 single prizer. So why not, right? At least it's only got two retreat cost. So there is a world where he does get trapped. Rillaboom Boom Boom. Drum attack 60. Junior turn. Pokemon's attacks and retreat costs are colorless more. That's pretty cool. This one is definitely a contender. Oh no, I was going to say it's a contender for GLC, but I think the other one's too important. The other Boom. Woodhammer 180. Does knock out Charizard, actually. Charizard knockout confirmed, so maybe a place for that. That is literally where the format is right now. It's like, can it do something on Charizard? Yes, maybe you should play it then. Applin Diplin. Yes, this is okay, yeah, so this is a Festival lead ability. If Festival Grounds is in play, this Pokemon use an attack it has twice. I think all of the Festival lead abilities actually are that, which is pretty cool. Yeah, even if you knock out, if the first attack knocks out your opponent's active Pokemon, you may attack again after your opponent chooses the active. Okay, good. It's useful to have that stipulated. Do the wave 20 times each of your bench. Okay, so do the wave has literally doubled in damage since base set. I think it was 10 plus 10. And now it can be done for 1 energy rather than the old 3. So that's pretty cool. Doesn't do a huge amount of damage. 150 maxed out. Will damage a Charizard, but yeah, okay. I think the other Festival League cards are better. So Pulp. What is this? It's like a Sinistea, but it's not. It's culturally alternative, should we say, to the teapot. Put basic grass from your discard pile and surprise attack. Put 4 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon any way you like. Match all out. Oh, because it's match T. Okay, got it. 70 damage. Discard up to 3 basic grass from your Pokemon in play. This attack does 70 damage for each card discarded. Well, that's not awful, is it? Actually, that's not awful. You max out at 210, which is a bit annoying, but probably for the best. 70 HP is pretty low. I actually don't hate that. I don't hate that. Let's see. We've got Steel Mask, Ogerpon. Such that for 2 basic energy cards revealed into your hand. This attack does 20 damage for each of your opponent's bench. Yeah, that's bad. Ogerpon EX. Once during your turn, you may attach a basic grass energy from your hand to this Pokemon. If you attach energy to a Pokemon this way, draw a card. Ooh, 30 more damage for each energy. You could just slap it with that, couldn't you? I mean, it's literally like Raging Bolt, but I was going to say it was like less moving parts, but actually you got a stage 1 alternative that actually Hoko's Charizard as well. So they're interesting. Okay, so the Ogerpon Sinischa deck might be a thing. Let's look at the fire Pokemon now. Darmanitan does nothing. Once you turn, you use ability. Each player draws a card. Why would you ever do that? Hearth Flame Mask Ogre Pony X. This stat is 20 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolution, it does 180 and discard all energy from this Pokemon. Okay, that's not. I don't know. I don't know what you would do with that, to be honest. I suppose Armor Rouge is going to allow you to chain the attack, but it's quite expensive to have to discard 3 fire. It's very expensive. Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath. 120. You may do 120 more. Stuff is really. God, what's he called again? Poliwrath. Show me the good one. Was that good? Or did I just like it? I think I just liked it. That artwork is fantastic. Look at that. But all of these suck a fat one. I mean, let's be honest, these are all bad. Really bad. I didn't even know there was one in one. What set's that? 151. Okay, yeah, of course it was one. They are all bad. That is bad. Considering that the Poliwhirl is one of the creators' favorite Pokemon, like literally like top 2, or maybe even top 1. But considering that, you think they would make a good one? Absolutely disgraceful. Disgraceful. This isn't disgraceful though. This is the new Goldeen with the Festival Lead ability. So when Festival Ground is in play, this Pokemon can attack twice. This is where it gets really fun. Strap in, everyone. Whirlpool, 10 damage. Flip a coin. If heads, discard an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Ooh, how about that? You've got a Goldeen that you can double turbo, and you just get double hammer. Cool. I'm quite excited to see this and troll people with this for sure. This could be a potential control troll situation. Quite excited for it. Seeking. Yes, it's just not good, is it? Jinx. What's Jinx doing these days? Search your deck for a basic Pokemon, put it onto your bench, and shuffle your deck. Not a lot. Not a lot at all. Alright, Milotic. I think this is supposed to be good. Your opponent's Pokemon in play and cards attached to those Pokemon can't be returned to the hand. Woo! Okay, cool. This is a potential. It's funny, wasn't there a Milotic before that could just 1-1 into Lost Box for certain matchups? This is potentially doing it again. It's going to give players against something like, say, Charizard, funny enough, where I'm not doing that on purpose, by the way, it just so happens that is how the format is. If you're playing a deck that's going to two-shot Charizard, you don't want him to be able to Professor Churro it back into hand, so this is going to basically prevent churros and pennies and Sharon's Care in those rare situations. Snow Rum. Choose a random card from your opponent's hand. Your opponent reveals that card and shuffles it into the deck. Oh, that's a 2 energy attack. That's not good. It'd be good if it was 1. Glalie is not very good either. There has been a good Glalie, so don't worry about that. Frostlass. During Pokemon check, I can put 1 damage count on each Pokemon play with an ability. This is a contentious one, as in it's in contention. Very similar card to one of my favourite stadiums, Cursed Stone. And any time between turns, each player puts 1 damage count on his or her Pokemon that has a Poke Power. Used to have powers and bodies. Now we've got abilities. I believe there's. I think there's a modern stadium that does Frostlass's ability as a stadium, but I can't remember what it's called. So there you go. Anyway, yeah. But this one stacks. So any Pokemon in play other than Frostlass is going to take damage between turns. Could be cool, especially for GLC. That would be really cool. Abilities are quite important for pretty much all the decks in GLC. So there's that. In Standard, you could end up just absolutely hacking away at your opponent's Pokemon. Get 3 in play, you've got 60 damage just between turns, and they're out, they're just taking the damage. So this could be a nod to potentially playing new strategies that involve spreading and picking off, like good old-fashioned spreading. Like some people nowadays say, "Oh, this is a spread deck," and it's like, no, you've got a double snipe. That's just a double snipe. It's not spread is spread, right? Your opponent's gone wide. They're all taking damage. All of them taking damage, and this is going to allow us to play with that strategy again, where you're just kind of filling the board, especially with that melodic as well. You're just getting Pokemon stuck in play and filling their side of the board with damage counters. It's quite cool. Okay, this is also freaking awesome. Palafin, probably actually my favorite Pokemon from the newest Scarlet Violet expansion is going to be this Palafin. Maybe not this Palafin because there's no. What is he? He's got a heart now. Did he have a heart before? I don't know. But this freaking Palafin, that is the Palafin. I mean, look at that. The artwork is fantastic. I just love it. What one of its stupid face. It's great. It's absolutely great. So let's go through this. Now we're going to ignore that Physian because there is only one Physian that is worth Physianing. And you've probably seen it, but I'm going to show you. Oh my god, Finizen. There we go. This is the only Finizen worth playing. Valiant Evolution. Switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. If you do, search your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon, put it onto this Pokemon. So turn 1, go second, energy to Physian, Valiant Evolution, off to the bench, evolves into Palafin, job done, right? Except now, and this is really sad as well, now we've got this other Palafin. When this Pokemon is moved from the bench to the active spot, when this Pokemon moves from the active spot to the bench, you may search your deck for a Palafin EX and switch it with this Pokemon. Any attached cards, damage cards, special conditions, turns in play, and any other effects remain on the new Pokemon. Put this Pokemon in play only with the effect of Palafin 0 to Hero ability, so you cannot put this Palafin EX in play in any other way. You can't evolve it normally. 1 energy, water of course, 250 damage during it, so this Pokemon can't attack, but it's got 340 damage, HP. 250 damage for 1. Fantastic. How brilliant is that? And the way you get it there is so just ridiculous. You've got to get the Palafin active. This is what's so sad as well. If this Finizen read slightly differently, if you evolved Finizen into Palafin and then retreated, you would actually just activate the 0 to Hero ability on the retreat. But unfortunately, it's the other way around. I'm sure they did that on purpose. Still super annoying. But yeah, here we go. We're getting the big hero, badass Palafin, and I've been wanting a Palafin. I don't know why. I've been wanting a Palafin EX for a long time, and I even envisioned it in my head with him punching, not too dissimilar to that. So it's kind of wild, and I really like the attacks. Well, 1 energy 50. I mean, 250. It just doesn't get any better than that, does it? Right, Iron Bundle, 60. If you do switch, your opponent switches. Yes, pretty troll. Okay, what does the water? Ice. I assume Ogerpon do. It's got a weird cry anime face on it. Oh, these are all terror as well. That's good. Junior opponent sends the thing Pokemon can't retreat. That's just not. Okay, meh. Okay. That's why you got. Why would you play that over Tempting Trap? To be honest, you may shuffle 300 cards attached to this Pokemon into your deck. If you do this, attack also does 120 to one of your opponent's bench. Maybe there's some kind of modern attacking control that can take advantage of that and might choose that for the attack over Tempting Trap. Don't know. Just listened to a podcast today, Laker Rage, from the chap who came third at EUIC. Sorry, I can't remember his name. There's this Alessandro. Came third with the Pidgey control, and he was saying that the locking into the active spot, Tempting Track, is not that effective at the moment in the format, so maybe that won't be any good. Right, let's look at Lightning. Luxray EX. So Luxray EX is pretty good. 120 damage. Look at your opponent's hand and discard 1 card you find there. Where have you heard that before? I'm glad you asked. Luxray V. Okay, now there's Luxray V. Fang Snipe. 30 damage for your opponent reveals their hand, discard a trainer. So, same attack. Does a lot more damage, same energy cost, and you can just bang out 250 as well. It's pretty good. It's got a lot more HP, but it is a stage 2. So interesting. We still have Luxray V in format, so I don't know if there's a place for that. Looks cool on paper though, doesn't it? Ultimately, it might be a bit of a struggle. Although the way some decks are going at the moment, like they're playing like, dude, 2-1-2 Charizard or 2-0-2 Charizard and 2-0-2 Pidgey, and I'll just put 2-0-2 Luxray for the disruption. That it's not actually that unbelievable that that could happen, but we'll see. 10 damage to each. Wow, okay, 10 damage to each bench Pokemon from this absolute steroid-driven Emolga. Jesus. You're potentially doing 100 damage for 1 energy on a basic with free retreat. Wild. Right, we've got new Watcher and Killer Watcher. I believe there's a Killer Watcher EX somewhere. 10 damage, during opponent's next turns, Pokemon's attacks do 120 more. Yeah. Anyway. Clefairy, Clefable. Ah, that could be. We haven't seen Metronome like that for a little while. It's like a copy attack. 20 opponents active. Well, actually, Mew EX. Oh, Jesus. Mew EX has that for 3 energy. This Pokemon just does it for 2. It could be good. Single prizer that can, well, basically just be a Greninja. Okay. Well, yeah, maybe it's good. We don't know. Let's see. We'll wait and see. Train with the Abracadabra Alakazam. Shablam. Once in your turn, you may shuffle it in all cards. Of course, that is a very fitting ability for Abra. Psychic. Yeah. Alakazam. We do have an Alakazam EX though as well. Let's not forget. Your opponent's active Pokemon are confused. Move any number of damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon to their other Pokemon, any way you like. Okay. Bit of a tricky one, that. Tricky Dicky. Could go well with the old Frostlass, actually. Maybe that's the play. Psychic. It's fitting right after each energy attached to your opponent's active. Oh, does that move energy? No, that moves counters. Okay. Yeah. Might be good. Chimecho. Whichever one of your bench Pokemon. Well, again, that could be useful for control. There seems to be a lot of stuff that could be useful for control. Oh, here's another Festival lead. Festival grounds in play. This Pokemon may use the attack twice, of course. Put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. Oh, okay. So 1 energy, 4 damage counters. I don't know if that's any good. Seems bad. Seems pretty bad, Sandygast. Yeah, it doesn't happen. 60 damage during opponent's next turn. If any Pokemon tries to attack, when it flips coin, if tails, it doesn't happen. Oh. Just banging out sound attacks all over the place. 150. Don't think that's any good. Monkadori. Oh boy, Hunky-dory, Monkey-dory. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon has any dark synergy attached to it, you may move up to 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponents. Okay. And then for 1 psychic, 1, I suppose, dark, in this case, 60 damage. Opponent's Pokemon is now confused. Wow. That could be good in GLC for sure. Imagine you just Emolga active in standard, obviously, and then you just Monkey-dory moving all the damage counters around. It doesn't say you can't use more than one of these abilities, so if you could just get loads of dark energies in play, and you could just skywave everything, and then your Pokemon that can take the damage, you just Monkey-dory, Hunky-dory it all the way off again. I think it would take far too long to get going, but troll as, yeah, proper troll as anything. If this Pokemon has any dark energy, okay, this is another one. Dippity, right? Yeah, so 30 damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. Okay, that's vaguely playable, potentially. Sandshrew. Sand Slash. Has there ever been a good Sand Slash? I don't think so. Timber, Girder, Conkeldurr. Oh wow. So you can just do 250 for 1 if you have a special energy. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's very good. GLC is extremely good. Glimmet. Rock Shot. Is that what it is? A rock shot. Mm-hmm. Glamora. Let's have a look. 30 damage. If she runs out because poison attack does 100 more. Wowzers. Okay, we could have the new Cloth here. Oh no, Cloth does way more, doesn't he? He does like 180 or something silly, 170. No, 160 with the DTE. Something like that. Anyway, yeah, Glamora. Nah. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. I was hoping for like an Okidogi set, or like a set where a bit like how the Ogre have everything. I was hoping for one with these three, that and the Pheasant Dippity and whatever the other one's called. You know, they're like the posters of the set, but I don't think we ever got it. He does 100 more damage if he's got his Darkness Energy. Okidogi Punch. Okie Punchy. Okie Punchy. Cool, he does 70, so it would do 170. I don't know. Wow, you could you could Crisis Punch for 380 with one Darkness Energy. Wow. That might be potentially the most powerful single prize basic for one energy attack. It's gotta be, isn't it? It's quite a specific thing, but 380 for one dark. Wow. Might be worth playing just for that. What does the fighting Ogrepon do? Prevent all damage from attacks done to this Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon has an ability. Phew. Okay, now we're getting into the weeds of it, aren't we? One fighting double colorless as well is not that difficult for non-fighting decks to do. Well, for any decks really, to just tech. Ah, that could be so annoying. Just leave that up against the Zard and just watch it squirm. Can't do anything. Pidgeot can't attack. Radzard can't attack. Charizard can't attack. Depending on the Charmeleon, it can't attack. All you got was Charmander and Pidgey. Unless they have a tech. Well, they would. You'd have to tech in the Gouging Fire or the Delphox. Delphox is very costly. You're discarding you're lost zoning. I think 2 energy, and you don't even knock this out. Whew, that's going to be a nightmare for Charizard. Let's see. Is there a good Mightyena? This does 90 more damage to each of your bench Mightyena. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, no chance of getting a lot out though. I mean, 3 times 90. Oh, Jesus, 300 damage. So yeah, if you get all 4 Mightyena in play, you do 300 damage. Good luck. That's all I'm gonna say. Venipede, Whirlipede. Drain puts it down and can't retreat. Yeah, it's just not good, is it? Oh, there's a stage 2. Unfair game. Put damage counter to opponent's active Pokemon until its HP is 1. Wow. Do that. Get the old Brute Bonnet. Poison. GG's. Cool. Cool. 2 energy though. Difficult. Poison Spray. Your opponent's active Pokemon have Poison. Rattling Strike. This time it's 50 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. Oh, wow, okay. This could be an interesting alternative attacker for the Moon deck. It's probably just going to be too costly though. Most only play 9. So yeah, maybe not. Maybe that's just all for show. Big Storm. That's big sad. That's not very good. Angry Slam. 50 damage each of your opponents. Each of your Pokemon that has any damage counts on it. Ooh. Do you just Steelix? You just, yeah, I mean, well, I suppose you're only maxed out at 150, aren't you? And all of your Pokemon they have to have damage. So, yeah. Has there ever been a good Aggron? I think that was actually not that bad, was it? So I think someone might have played that. Very niche. There's an Aggron VMAX that did well. God damn it, what was his name? Ugh, god damn it. I have to look. Where's Worlds? Come on now. Let's type Worlds. Apply. It's on the tip of my freaking tongue. Adam Hawkins. There you go, Adam Hawkins. Adam Hawkins played an Aggron VMAX to Worlds. Did well with it. But I don't know if there's been a single... I mean, I don't know this era. These all look pretty bad to me. They look awful. Even that one. Even that Aggron EX from Crystal Guardians, I believe. Team Magma's Aggron, bad. Yep, I don't think there's ever been a good Aggron. So, well, other than that one. So there you go. Another not very good Aggron. Okay, Heat Round. If this Pokemon is in the active spot, they're burned. Yeah. 50 times discard all metal energy attached to its Pokemon. This type does 50 times for each energy card discarded. Yeah, that's going to be good with Metang, isn't it? I'm sort of starting to wonder now if Metang is going to be just better with less Dialga and more single prize attackers. Maybe do a 1-1 Dialga and then just have like one of these Zamazenta, Snorlax, Thumping Snore. You know, just have these single prizes and just keep throwing them. Hopefully keep throwing them, run out of resources. But because you're only putting like 3 battle at a time potentially, you're not just burning through, because you know Dialga needs at least 5, and then by the time you attacked again, you might have to go up to 7 to knock something big out, like a freaking Charizard EX, funny enough. So maybe it could work. I don't know, probably got to play 4 super odds, I think. Something like that. Varoom and Varoom. Rally back. That's not enough damage for a stage 1 to be... If that was a basic, that would be somewhat acceptable. But it's not. So there you go. Ah, right. Here's the beast, Dracloak. Once during your turn, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one of them into your hand, and put the other one on the bottom of your deck. Where have we seen this before? I really can't spell. Oh, so Pidgeotto has a... No, Pidgeot does have a D there. Anyway, where is it? There is Airmail. Once during your turn, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one of them into your hand, put the other card on the bottom of the deck. So it's the same ability as the famous Airmail Pidgeotto, which is probably the most successful control deck ever. At least this Pidgeotto only had 60 HP. I didn't realise it was that, though, that this bad boy here's got 90. He has no weakness. Pidgeotto did have a weakness. No resistance, but yeah, so basically he's pretty much better in almost every single way. And he has an EX as well if you wanted to evolve for this Terra type Pokemon, 2 energy, 600, 600, Jesus Christ, 206 counters on your opponent's bench in any way you like. So this is very similar. Dragapult VMAX to Dragapult VMAX, Max Phantom, put 5 damage counters bench Pokemon, 2 energy, 130. A lot more damage, that has to be said, a lot more damage for sure, but, you know, anyway, yeah. I think there's going to be potential for Dracloak control coming very, very, very soon, ladies and gentlemen, so get excited for that. But in the meantime, let's look at this Tatsugiri. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is the active support, you may look at the top 6 cards of your deck, reveal a supporter you find out, and put it into your hand. Proper good card. We've had a few really good cards, haven't we? Which is like, if this Pokemon is active, then set up, basically, or help you set up. It usually tends to be a Jirachi, funny enough, but here we are. We've got the Tatsugiri now. Very exciting stuff. 2 energy, 50 damage is not very good. It takes a fire and a water energy, and the attack is surf, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, excited to see that one. Going to be very good for the Dragon GLC as well. And we're soon going to be able to get an Applin that's Dragon type for Flapple. So Dragon's going to get very, very good for GLC. Let's move on now. Farfetch. When you place Pokemon in your hands, you may search for a Pokemon tool card, attach it to this Pokemon. It's got special energy for your opponent's action. That's actually pretty cool. I mean, you can just guarantee Crisis Punch at the end of the game. You could do it early in the game as well. Let's say you're running... Let's say you're running a Dunsparce for setup, right? You've got Dunsparce active because it's free retreat. Slap down the Farfetch, search for the TM Evo, attach it to the Farfetch, free retreat, attach, double Evo, bang bang. You've got your setup. So there is definitely potential utility for this. The attack's interesting as well, discarding special energy for your opponent's active. Could be super annoying, could be very powerful. Get rid of that pesky mist energy for your Roaring Moon to come and roar all over the moon. All over the old Zard there. Yeah, keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on that one. There's that Blissey yet. Already looked at that one. Apom. Does nothing. Amber Pom. When you play this Pokemon hand, well, when you Pokemon choose your turn, you may flip 2 coins. For each head, choose a random card from your opponent's hand. Your opponent reveals that card and shuffles it. Ah. Could you TM Evo that? Oh no. When you play this Pokemon from your hand. Okay. Pretty troll. Have I got any dice here to roll? No. Yeah, you got the potential to really just, I was going to say area them, but you're not, you're choosing random. Anyway, being able to discard a lot of your opponent, is it shuffle into that? Okay, so getting that kind of disruption your opponent is pretty good, but it's gonna you're gonna struggle with. If we had scoop up net, then this would be really cool. You could just chain them, but we don't have scoop up net, so yeah, it's okay. Got the Swanna. Opponent's out Pokemon's in the EX. This takes one again. That's just not enough, is it? It's just not gonna be enough. Right, what does Ogre I think I know what Ogre does, but let's have a look anyway. Choose a Pokemon EX in your discard pile that has Ogerpon in its name, and switch it with one of your Pokemon EX in play that has Ogerpon in its name. Any attached cards damage. Okay, so you could literally run an Ogerpon deck. So I believe the grass one accelerates energy. Grass energy. So the fire one had an attack that was 3 fire energy, which is the 280 on an EX or Evolve Pokemon, one of the two. But the first attack was like a rage attack, fire, double colorless. The fighting one had ability lock, or could be damage from abilities. And the ice one, oh Jesus, what was it? It was like, oh, it was trap, and then it could do 120 to the bench. So we have a potential Ogerpon deck then. The big Ogs. Interesting. I don't know if that's going to be any good. That sounds like a pain in the ass to me. You'd have to run Darkrai just to get the mass back, wouldn't you? Or you'd just be stuck. Because I suppose you only, okay, no, you don't, because you just play 4 mask, and I'm thinking like you'd mask and then mask back, because you don't do, you just mask once, okay, so maybe you don't need to play Darkrai. Okay. You could Gardenia to it? I believe you can. Oh, where's that one from? Gardenia, draw 2 cards. Touch 2 grass. I thought you drew 3. That's bad. God damn it. Anyway, Waking Whistle. Now, I've seen this. But let's go through it anyway. Look at the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck. Put any number of basic Pokemon you find there onto your opponent's bench. That is so unfair. That is so unfair. I mean, that's like a lure module on steroids, isn't it? If you don't know lure module, that's so annoying. Look at this. Each player reveals the top 3 cards of their deck and puts all Pokemon they find into their hand. At least it was into the hand. You can deal with that, but straight onto the bench. I mean, going back to what I was saying about control, just getting a lot. Here we are again. It's getting so much. Secret Bucks. Discard 3 cards from your hand in order to use this card. Oh, this is the Lugia one, isn't it? Search your deck for 1 item, 1 tool, 1 supporter, and 1 stadium. Reveal them, put them into your hand. It's like a mega Guzma Hala, isn't it? Mega Guzma Hala. So you get an item, tool, supporter, stadium, and you get to play the supporter. So yeah, I can see why it's an ace spec. Scoop up Cyclone, put one of your Pokemon or cards attached into your hand. Whew. Pretty good. It's going to be challenging the hero's cape for that. I mean, it's a very similar, fulfills a very similar role, but I think maybe I would favour the hero's cape because at least you can just churro it still. So then you've got both, the utility of both, haven't you? Bugcatcher set. Look at top 7 cards deck. You may choose 2 any combination of grass Pokemon and basic grass energy. Alright, cool. So that goes in the Ogerpon deck. Handy fan. Whenever the active Pokemon this card attached, you take damage. Move an energy from the attacking Pokemon on your opponent's bench. Wow, that's that's super annoying as well. That's so annoying. That is super annoying. Oh my god. So many annoying cards coming out in this set. Kieran, switch your active Pokemon on your bench Pokemon. Oh, of course, we got another Tate and Liza situation. During this turn, your Pokemon's attacks do 30 more damage. To your opponent's active V or EX. I could see Kieran getting a little bit of play, you know. If you're facing, I don't know, Charizard EX, for example, and you're hitting that 300 with a tool attached, and you need that game turn change Kieran smash, could be the one. Kieran could be the one. Very situational though, tough. If it feels like this might be a good time to say it really just feels like the format is starting to favor people who, I mean, let's just look at this list. This is an old list. A lot of 4-ofs, very condensed, right? 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3 by 8. What's that? 8, 6, 24. So 24 unique cards. Not the most, but not the least. And then, I mean, I haven't looked at this yet. Yeah, I mean, you can see already just a lot more. Is there any 4-ofs? There's 4 Candy, 4 Ultra Ball. The only 4-ofs. That is the only 4-ofs is Candy and Ultra Ball. Oh, Buddy Puffin, sorry. But you see what I mean? Like, there's a lot more individual cards, so we might be seeing another format where it's like you got the one of Kieran, and the one of the one of this, the one of that, the one of everything else. Maybe that is the way that it might go. Discard your hand and draw 5. No, not playing that, mate. Hassle. Hassle? I don't know. You can play this card only if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Look at the top 8 cards of your deck, put up to 3 of them into your hand. That's just not that good, is it? You look at how powerful like Raihan is, and then you look at that. It's just not doing it. It's just not doing it at all. All Pokemon play have energy. Oh, this is the Festival Grounds. So this is the ability that goes with the annoying Pokemon that can attack twice. All Pokemon play that have any special energy. Oh, sorry, Jesus. Any energy attached to them can't be affected by a special condition. Okay. In a different format, that could be just a general good supporter. Stadium, excuse me. But right now we don't have a lot of special conditions. One thing I would say about playing the Festival Grounds control or whatever is that you're quite literally limited to Festival Grounds for your only stadium, and that's just going to lock you out of potential strategies with other stadiums, isn't it? Jamming Tower, Pokemon Tool cards attached. Oh, sick! Tool Jammer, Stadium Edition. I like it. This is good. This would be a good, useful card. This can be tacked into things. Get rid of something like Hero's Cape to give you that knockout. Um, Preemptively putting into place your opponent can't use maximum belt to create knockouts. Playing it so that your special energies have effect. Loads of utility. Loads of potential utility there. So good to see that. Legacy Energy. A-Spec Energy number 2. As long as this Pokemon's attached, provides Rainbow. As long as this I'm trying to read it too fast. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon when it is knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, your opponent takes 1 less prize card. Okay, cool. Why not? Slap it on your Charizard EX and it's a single prizer now. That's kind of well, it's an A-Spec, isn't it? So it's all right. I'm gonna say it's so good, but it's all right. Oh, these Ogerpon cards are great. Look at that. These are gonna look fantastic. These are definitely going to. Oh, there's the grass one. These are gonna look bloody gorgeous. Fun times. Anyway, there you go. A lot of that is the first time I've seen it. Not all of it though. I've seen some of it. Is there more? Special Jumbo Go Henry. Snow Glowly. New cards. Oh, this is not the front page. Kilowatt EX. Alright, some more. Return charge, spoken warning on bench. 2 lightning. This attack does 40 damage for each lightning. That's just not very good. Scraggy. Scraggy and Scraggy and Scrafty. Yeah. For each of your bench, focus on such deck for a card and put it into your hand. Very similar to Radiant Eevee, that. Don't know how good it'll be, though. Roto Stick. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal any number of supporter cards you find there, put them into your hand. Yeah, I'm already struggling to find supporters with Pokegear. So probably not going to be utilizing that one. I think that's it. I think that's pretty much that is not pretty much, that's it. So thank you for watching, everyone. We finally got there. Let's hope that something or someone somehow finds a way to just make Charizard not great anymore. That would be awesome. Please do give a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Cheers.